Why do you think you guys have been able to have a lot of success against Oregon State? Obviously the area's had success against most teams you've played, but the numbers are always a little bit better against them. Do you think it's something in their strategy that you guys can exploit more often than other teams?
It's kind of tough to say. I haven't really given too much thought or look into that, but I don't know. They're a good team, and they throw a lot of different looks at us. So this year will be a little bit more interesting, and they do a few different things on defense. As you guys know, they got a lot of sacks, so they blitz a lot and stuff like that. So just taking care of the football, I guess, is kind of the biggest. I saw like a stat where we've only thrown like 2 picks in the last 4 years. So I think that's kind of a big kind of reason why we've had so much success against them.
Were you aware of Isaiah Hodgins? He's a Bay Area guy, obviously, at Walnut Creek, I think.
Yeah, I knew who he was. Kind of Robert Taylor actually knew him more than I did because they're more from closer area. But I met him. I can't remember when I did, but I remember he was like committed and stuff like that. And seeing him doing what he's doing over there is pretty impressive now.
Have you guys talked about in the locker room about kind of creating your own energy this week? I know probably the atmosphere is not going to be the same as what it normally is. Has that been a conversation that you guys have had?
It hasn't really been a conversation, but it's kind of a point of emphasis every week for us. Whether the crowd's in it or not, we need to create our own energy and get ourselves going. Coach Leach likes to use the term self-starter. We got to be some self-starters this week and be inspired on our own.
Was last year kind of a good example of that in the Arizona game where it was the same game, but you guys obviously Gardner went through a bunch of touchdowns and won kind of a blowout game without much of a crowd there.
Yeah, it's going to be a whole lot similar crowd. I'm guessing maybe a little bit better weather, but other than that, it's going to be pretty similar, and we're going to have to create our own energy and get each other hyped throughout the game.
Has anyone said anything to Max about his comments after the Stanford game, guaranteeing a win?
No, it's quite a Max statement, but I support him. I'm behind him, and we're going to do everything we can to get a win this week.
Is it good to have someone exuding confidence like that, do you think? Can it be positive for the team?
Yeah, it can go both ways. It shows how confident Max is. Max is confident individually. He's confident in his abilities and this team's abilities. So, as long as we do what we're coached to do and we prepare accordingly, we got a good game on our hands this weekend.